OHCHR has received numerous disturbing reports from northern Gaza: the mass detention, ill treatment, enforced disappearance of possibly thousands Palestinian men, boys, many women, girls, by the Israel Defense Forces. Many were captured trying to go south or taken during operations against their homes, hospitals, schools and other places of refuge. Reports state that 12-year-old children and 70-year-olds were among those detained. Most worryingly, there are numerous reports that many of those detained were subjected to serious mistreatment, which in some cases amounted to torture. These allegations include allegations that many were forced stripped down to their underwear, blindfolded, tightly handcuffed, deliberately filmed, photographed in degrading positions before being transported, unknown detention locations with no clothing, little food, water. Reports also claim that the IDF instructed the remaining civilians, especially women and children, to head south before destroying their shelters, leading to multiple displacements in many cases. Credible information has also been obtained that approximately 140 women and girls have been arbitrarily detained and are currently detained in undisclosed locations. Failure to provide any information to families detainees about the fate of loved ones, location or reasons for detention further increases feelings, pain and fear. The IDF claims that they only detained Hamas-affiliated Palestinians and that they had good reason suspect all Palestinians who remained in northern Gaza. Contrary to IDF orders, move south. Collective punishment. OHCHR states that Israel's instructions to civilians to move south in no way relieves Israel of its obligations under international humanitarian law. Tens of thousands of civilians remain in northern Gaza, and Israel maintains its obligations to ensure their respect and protection. International humanitarian law requires civilians be detained only for compelling security reasons, and that they be either charged or released on basis. Torture and other ill treatment, including attacks on the detainees' personal dignity, are strictly prohibited under international law. Regardless of the detainee's status, Israel must take immediate steps to ensure that civilians are detained only in accordance with the law, and that all persons arrested or detained are treated humanely, with dignity and full respect for due process rights. Israel should also implement measures to ensure that the families of detained persons have access to all available information regarding their fate and location. Any incidents of ill treatment or torture against arrested or detained persons must be fully, transparently investigated, and if found to have occurred, necessary measures must be taken to ensure accountability, prevent recurrence. It is a matter serious concern that OHCHR is receiving increasing reports of civilians being killed, including apparent extrajudicial killings, in places refuge, particularly schools. Sue